Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. Courtney's a little busy tonight, so if you're watching this from another time, please subscribe to Courtney Stars of the Morning Light. I will put a link to her channel at some point when I relax a little bit. Everything's cool. Just started. I had the link, but I seem to have misplaced it on one of my screens. It's okay. It's all good. The most important thing about affirmations is you have to be in the right mindset. And I'm going to read a few affirmations tonight. Do about a little less than an hour. Leave a little gap for the next show, which I think Andromeda 7, which is about pets, and which I think is a wonderful thing. And I think we all should be, if you don't know about Andromeda 7, I'll put a link to them on the description too, so you can look at them later. Great channel. A lot of great information, and we just lost a friend, Galibor Stucci. Great guy, very knowledgeable, knew at least 5 languages. I think he might have known more. Brilliant individual, creative, interesting. And I just want to say thank you, Laurie Elderton, for coming to my live stream. Thank you for being here and joining me. Anything else? Oh, most important thing. A couple years ago, it might be maybe 3 years now, we lost Brian. He was Milky Way Messenger, great channel, and actually got me to get off my butt. I watched. I never really got involved in chats back then. And when Brian was a surprise, I always like, okay, I'm going to get myself. The problem with having a channel, or planning on having a channel, is you get yourself so stuck in the planning phase that you actually never start. And then the chat, you don't want to say anything to offend anybody, but a lot of times these chats are good people. There are trolls who get involved in the chats. That's just how it is. But the most important thing, these are good people, and just get yourself involved. Get your foot in the door. Just start slow. And that's the thing with chats. Just get involved. If you're watching this and you don't know what to say, it doesn't matter what you say. We're all friends here, especially in small channels like mine, and small channels like poor Courtney. Courtney just needs to get to 500 so she can go live. That'll be great. And then Brian, Milky Way Messenger, when he passed away, it basically caused me to say I have to do something. Our message is important. Just about being good, being kind to ourselves and to others. You got to start at home. You got to start with yourself first, so that you can be kind to others. And it's taught me a lot. Having a channel has taught me a lot, mostly about being humble and also about accepting other people's opinions without really accepting them, seeing them, allowing them to have them, accepting the opinion without making it be about me. Even though that might be critical, it's not as much about you as about the process, and about, when someone says something that might be taken as offensive or sad or troublesome, there might be something in there that you can use and hey, I can learn from this, and turn that offensive critique into something that you can grow from. And thank you, Seeker of Truth, and thank you, Laurie Elderkin, for being here. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to read a few affirmations, and if someone's watching this in the future and any of these affirmations, you want me, I have them all printed out. I can always just, attach them to any of the comments or email you. It's all very easy. We'll figure something out. If you really want an affirmation, just tell me the first line. Hello, Milky Way Soul Tribe. Thank you for being here. So if you want an affirmation, just give me the first couple lines, or even the first couple of words. All my affirmations are different enough, so I can figure out what affirmation you might want. I have so many, No, Robert. Courtney was busy with a friend, and so she asked me to go live by myself, and I'll figure something out to say. Oh, Danny Staten, welcome, Danny Staten. I watch your videos all the time, but sometimes I forget to comment. Very interesting, Danny Staten. If you want Bigfoot lore and Wolfman and cryptid stuff, Danny Elderkin, he's got some. Danny Staten. Danny Staten has some great videos. Also, his dog is adorable. But again, thank you for all for coming. Let's start out with something positive. Just by watching the beginning of this video, I want to give everyone something, some positive energy, so they can use it and grow and experience positively. Just, once you get positivity in your life, just grab onto that and just keep going with that. Right hand power comes out. I hereby command that only people who are fun-loving, joyful, carefree, compassionate, and diplomatic be in your lives for the next 7 days. Those who cannot be happy or choose not to be happy must stay far away from you. I further command that everyone watching this will receive 59 doses of happiness. And everyone in your vicinity who you interact with will also receive another 59 doses of happiness without taking any happiness from you. Even those who choose not to be happy will still receive the full 59 doses of happiness, but they will also stay far away from you. Everyone whom you interact with for the next 7 days will treat that you and everyone that they interact with kindness, dignity, and respect. It is done. It is done. It is done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, guardian angels. Hello, Samir and Son. Welcome to the party. Thank you for coming. Why is it 59? It's a random number I chose. It's a 59 is a prime number, and for some reason I like prime numbers because you can't break them down. They're kind of like solid, and it's a big enough number that it's like, what is 59 about? So that 59 is just a number that I chose because it can't be broken down into, you can't go like 5 times something or 8 times something to get 59. 59 is a prime number, so it can't be broken down. It's only 1 in 59 to make 59 for a multiplication wise. So today's Friday. I use my divine infinite potential for my highest good. I deserve the best. I use my divine infinite potential for my highest good. I deserve the best. I use my divine infinite potential for my highest good, and I deserve the best. That's another thing is with these affirmations is you've got to start saying positive things about yourself. It is great to be helpful of others, to be generous, to be kind. But the most important thing is that you have to be kind to yourself first. And if you can't be kind to yourself, you really can't help anyone else effectively. So start with yourself, and if you can't, bring yourself up and be kind to yourself, find little ways to bring yourself up. If it might be coffee, it might be drinking water. I love drinking water. Unfortunately, water goes right through me, but it flushes the system out. Oh, this is esocentric tea night. So this is Friday, esocentric tea with Courtney and Milwaukee, but Courtney could not make it, but I still got my tea. Forgot I got my chai. I made chai tea with no sugar, no anything else. It's just chai tea and a little bit of mushroom, powdered mushroom. I love chai. I also bought mushroom coffee, which is basically coffee mixed with mushroom. And I don't like coffee. I actually like really good coffee, fresh brewed coffee that you can get. It's hard to find. You can go to the coffee shop, but it's just not the same. A small coffee shop that brews yourself and you make it. I love that coffee, but the Dunkin' Donuts, which is a New England staple, Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkies, just doesn't do it for me. Starbucks, not at all. I can't handle Starbucks. But work, they give us free coffee, and I've been trying to mix it with, watering it down, other things. I have my mushroom coffee, and I don't say anything negative about coffee. Coffee's great, but for some reason, I'm just a tea drinker. And another thing is with tea, I love loose tea. The tea bags are fine. You can get good tea bags. A lot of tea bags is trash, but you can get good tea bags. But the loose leaf tea, that you put in those like screen things, if they stay in the screen and you can take it out, that's some good tea. When it's like broken up and powdered, it falls to the screen. It's a pain. It gets in the, this tea actually has a little bit of floaties in it because I didn't do a good job storing it. That's another thing. If you don't store your tea right, it will break up into like a powder and it'll come out of the screen. But tea, esoteric tea, love my tea. Coffee, caffeine is always good in whatever you can get it. But for tea and coffee with me works out really well. Sorry, tea and caffeine. Tea and caffeine works better for me than caffeine from coffee. But I digress. Yeah, oh, good. So Terrence, and you agree with me because yeah, coffee to me is I have to dilute coffee in order to drink it. And that's I'll put hot water in it. I'll put a little bit of cold so I can drink it. I usually put hot water and then leave it aside. And then I can when it cools down enough. But coffee to me is just I don't know if it's the caffeine just makes me jittery and anxious, but But I have a couple more bags of that silly mushroom coffee that, oh boy, I got to get rid of it. My wife thinks it's terrible because my wife drinks coffee, but she drinks this Folgers, the instant roast, which I can't handle at all. The Folgers, nothing to say negatively about Folgers. It's just my taste buds and my constitution just can't take Folgers. My wife, who is Thai and who is a very eclectic palate, tried by accident my mushroom coffee and thought it was the most disgusting. She says, "Why are you drinking dirt water?" I love that's one thing about the mushroom coffee is that you can taste the mushroom, which I actually enjoy. I enjoy the mushroom part of the mushroom coffee, and they add the coffee to it to cover up the mushroom taste. Mushroom tea. This is chai mushroom tea, which I got from Rise, and I think another company makes it. Mood might make mushroom tea. The mushroom does come out, and I do enjoy the mushroom earthy taste. I like earthy tastes. It's a fine, delicate palate. But I'm a nature guy. I like the nature. I like going out in nature and that pine smell, and even the musty smell from some forests when at some points in the summer. It's fine. I enjoy it. But yes, you can get mushroom tea. You can also, which I also have, I got it on Amazon, which is mushroom powder that you can add to your tea or, God forbid, your soda. I wouldn't add it to water because adding, you really need to be hot first to add it to, the powdered mushroom to use something hot. Not too hot because you don't want to break down the proteins, but hot enough so it'll mix up easier. But cold water, it just stays, it powders, it just does not go into solution. It's a pain. Oh, okay. Affirmations. Affirmations, the most important thing about affirmations is you just have to start doing them. Just doing them. If you don't believe in the affirmation, still do it every day, at least twice a day. Oh, no, Samaritan. It's not psychedelic mushrooms. No, these are not these are health mushrooms like lion's mane and starts with an R. There's a whole, I should have bought the package. I had the package. It's got like, one is 5, one is 8 different kinds of mushrooms. They're all health mushrooms. They give attributes. Mushrooms have a lot of high health properties to them. Nutrition-wise, they're not the greatest. Lion's mane is great. There are psychedelic mushrooms that actually do help, and Massachusetts had a thing on their ballot about approving the psychedelic mushrooms, and it went down to defeat, unfortunately. So, me trying legal mushrooms is not going to happen. Legal psychedelic mushrooms. So I kind of skirt the law. I stay within the law. If it's legal, I'll try it. If it's not legal, because it's not the illegally part. It's how do you get an illegal thing and what hurdles had to go through. Back in my college years when I used to try different things, one of my attempts for cannabis didn't go so well because they cut it with something else. and it was intense. It was an intense situation that I never tried it again because it was just this is too much. So once it became legal in Massachusetts, I'm back using it a little bit, not smoking, but taking tablets, which small dosages of cannabis THC is just it's amazing. It's really does level you out, makes you calmer, takes the anxiety off. Like I said, but small dosage. The problem with cannabis I'm finding is that if you take it like one day and you get a little effect, you take the same amount or smaller the next day, you might get a bigger effect. And I'm wondering, is that the quality control of how they make it, or is it somehow that cannabis stays in your fats or something? So I'm using 10 I'm sorry, 5. You're using 10. I'm using 5 milligrams, and I even have ones you can cut in half. And I have pills that I take. You cut those pills in half, they do weird things. They hit you faster. The pill's supposed to hit within 20 minutes. Sometimes if you cut it in half, it hits within 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, I really do enjoy the and that's the thing. These really should be legal. A lot of these natural remedies, they should be legal. I'm okay with them having regulatory things, but they just should be legal. If it's they're not that bad. Cannabis isn't that bad. You can't overdose on cannabis. You can overdose on tobacco and alcohol and kill yourself. I'm sorry. Unalive yourself. I gotta be careful with my words. This is YouTube now. But you can't overdose on cannabis because your system can't take it. You'll just fall asleep and you'll eat a lot. That's one of the other side effects with cannabis is that you will eat a lot. I did CBD for a little while and it didn't affect as much as the THC. The THC and I was hanging out with some friends and AFI. Hello, AFI. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. If sugar is legal, I don't know. It's true. Sugar is not. That's another thing. When you start reducing and eliminating sugar, life changes a whole lot. Delabore eliminated sugar from his life, which I find impossible. But reducing sugar is possible, and you can work within it. When you have your coffee, God, coffee without sugar, I don't know how you do that, but honey is always, honey is a sugar, but if you can get organic raw honey from a local beekeeper, it's wonderful. Sometimes it does weird things where you'll find things in it because they don't pasteurize, they don't filter it. But organic raw honey is it shouldn't be called the same thing as the things in the store. The store should be called artificial honey because the honey you get in the store, no matter what they claim that it's safe, it's organic, and it's filtered and it's pasteurized, it does not work the same as honey you get from a beekeeper, directly from a beekeeper, rather than going through the rigmarole of the stores. That's also a good idea, is that if you can, stop at farmers markets, stop at places that are small stores that sell produce and stuff like that. You're helping a local community. Also, you're helping yourself. If you can keep the money in our communities, it'll help us all grow. And no matter what happened the past week about the elections and how you felt about it, the most important thing is that keep working locally. Keep doing, I have family who are major Democrats, and I have friends who are major Democrats, and they are distraught. They are so sad. And I can't even talk to them because they're so down and so negative. And to me, it's opportunity. No matter what you feel about it, this is an opportunity for the Democrats to go, they call about, why you elect this guy who's, all this criminal guy, criminal president. But let's not blame the American people for voting for a criminal. Let's think, what about this guy is so great that the American people chose him over our guy or woman? And let's say, what can we do to make things better for the party? Because the party is so separated from the people. Even the Republicans, for the most part, are separated from the people themselves. We vote for them, but they don't represent us at all. So if they started saying, okay, we need someone who are like the people can look up to, the people can say, that's our advocate. We don't have that in politics. We don't have an advocate. We have a very rare advocate, The only advocates, they make them look like crazy. I mean, Bobby Kennedy, great guy, but he looked crazy. He looked like a nut in all the things that he was doing. Um, who else? I mean, I personally love Tulsi Gabbard. She's a Democrat. She was running for president against Trump the first time. It doesn't matter. She was running, and they just railroaded her off. I love Tulsi Gabbard. She had like the Cruella de Vil white hair thing stripe. They made fun of her. I found her eloquent, and then and I got so mad at the Democrats. I am a Democrat. I support the but again, I'm an independent because the Democrats don't represent me. And would I become a Republican if I felt Republicans represent me? I live in Massachusetts, so the Republicans are more likely to represent me because they're outside of the norm. Again, I'm going off on a tangent, so I want to read affirmations. So the most important affirmation of all is my favorite, the favorite declaration that I got from Arwayne Steiger, the Soul Tribe, that I believe. I don't know who created it. I know that oh, there was another one created by someone else, and she has a great name, and her name escaped. I have so many versions of the favorite affirmation, but it doesn't matter. But there were a couple versions of favorite affirmation. I'm going to read the Arwayne Steiger one, and then go from there. Laurel Enigma. It doesn't matter. Enigma. Her Enigma. She created one, which is a great one, but it's much longer, and it's not in front of me. The Arwayne Steiger Soul Tribe original one, which I modified a little bit because that's just what I do. That's another thing about affirmations. You have an affirmation someone gives you, you like it, you can change it. It doesn't matter. It's not written in stone. You put it how you want. You read an affirmation and you have a pen with you and you go, I want to change this. It's good. That's better. Okay. The favor declaration. All these favors will work with me as I give voice to them. Favor is with me in everything I undertake. Favor is with me everywhere I go. Favor allows everything I set my hand upon in positive, happy, healthy, beneficial for me. Favor allows everything I put both my hands upon to prosper twice as quickly, with the potential to prosper twice as much in the most healthy, happy, positive, beneficial, loving way for me. Favor is with me in the city. Favor is with me in the country. Favor is with me in the dark. Favor is with me in the light. Favor floats with me as I boat. Favor walks with me as I hike. Favor is with me as I drive. Favor is with me as I bike. Favor is with me at home. Favor is with me at work. Favor is with me at rest. Favor walks with me as I come in. Favor walks with me as I go out. Favor heals my body as I speak favor into my body. Favor heals my eyes to see clearly. Favor heals my ears to hear clearly. Favor heals my mind to think clearly. Favor heals my body into ideal, youthful, invigorated perfection. Favor helps me to see, hear, and think and speak with total compassion. Favor protects my children. Favor protects my pets. Favor protects my family. Favor protects my friends. Favor watches over everyone who are close to my heart. Favor envelops me in total safety. Favor fills my home with unlimited favor, so much that it fills and overlaps into my neighbors and my neighborhood. Favor envelops everyone who is close to my heart into total safety. Favor grants my ground abundance of unending joy. Favor fills my pantry with abundance of nutritious food. Favor fills my pantry with abundance of liquid, nutritious nourishment. Favor fills my life with peaceful prosperity. Favor overflows my food. Favor overflows my liquid nourishment. Favor overflows my water. Favor compels every single one of my enemies to be at peace with me. Favor compels everyone with whom I interact, who anywhere near me or in my life, to always maintain peaceful interactions. My sound back? How long have I lost sound? Oh no. Is my sound back now? Okay, great. So I have a button on my headset, and I must have hit it in my. Why don't they put a button in the middle of the headset? Why don't they put it closer to the headset or further away? Okay. I do that at work, actually. I have a similar thing at work. I move around at work, and I turn it off during meetings. Really, really aggravates the people I work with, especially the managers. Not the actually, my coworkers think it's funny as heck, but my managers, they're not happy with me when I turn the sound off in the middle of a meeting. Because I keep talking, I don't stop until they tell you, hey, we can't hear you. Because the managers will call into meetings while the coworkers have to be. We're required, the actual workers have to be on site in the meeting room. But managers, oh no, they can call in. And that's just how companies work. That's the fairness. Rules for thee, not for me. Well, if I was ever a manager, I would never do that. But I digress. Sorry. Okay. So I don't know what happened to the favor. I can reread it later. Coworkers, exactly. Coworkers are the best. That's the best part, is when you're all on the same team and you're like, oh goodness, the boss, what's wrong with them? I actually had a one-on-one with my boss and gave him some constructive criticism because we lost 4 people in the past month, and I told him why we're losing those 4 people, and they're overstretched. Which their favorite was limited bandwidth, that they have so much work to do. They're giving more assignments, and they're still required to do their old assignments, and they have too much to do, and they've decided they can't take this anymore. And the boss's reaction was, that's not the point of this meeting. This is for you and me to discuss. And I said, actually, you should be listening, because this affects me too, because I'm being extended further to past my bandwidth. And they go, no, we don't want to stress you out. I'm like, I want to do my job. You give me goals, I want to accomplish them. To you, you give me all the goals. You don't say which is a priority, which is not priority. I have to choose them myself. So, so I have 2 choices: either do what I think is best and upset you, or get everything done. And he says, oh no, you shouldn't be that stressed out. You should, refer to me if you need anything. And I'm like, I have, and I gave him a list of all the emails. Oh yeah, we're working. Yeah. Managers, I swear you raise to the level of your incompetency. So if you're a good coworker, you stay. Good coworkers stay as coworkers. They never get to be managers. While they're not so good, the lazy coworkers, well, they get to be managers. That's just how corporations work. What do I do to make money? I work for a pharmaceutical company. I review documentation, and I help the manufacturing people because the problem with my work is we do a lot of research and development. So they're trying to find new drugs to treat Alzheimer's, cancer, other things, vaccines, stuff like that. And because they're new products, things get modified during the process. Nothing big, nothing major. But they still have to document it right. And I help them write it up so that at the end of the product, when they're ready to go to release for testing, everything's done. So everything's written up nicely so that we can finalize the paperwork. So if the paperwork's not done, we can't release the product. So my job is to make the paperwork look good to release the product. But I'm also experienced in manufacturing, so that I can work with the manufacturing people and help with the manager and give him ideas of how we should progress forward to deal with things. I work nights too. I work 3rd shift. And honestly, the 3rd shift gets a lot of garbage. They treat 3rd shift terribly. It's like, oh yeah, they're the nut squad. They're the, what do they call us? The land of the misfit toys. The land of the misfit toys. Because who wants to work 3rd shift? Just crazy people. And for some reason, 3rd shift gets blamed for a lot of the stuff. But a lot of the work is done on the 3rd shift because we don't have the meetings to go to and stuff like that. So I get very angry when they talk negatively about 3rd shift. So they don't do that in my presence anymore. Actually, the 1st shift loves me. So the management actually loves me too. So that when I complain, things tend to get really bad for them. So upper management, I'm talking about directors and stuff. When I complain about something, the directors put pressure on my direct. I have two managers above me before the director, and I was complaining to the director about something, and they put a lot of pressures on my boss and my boss's boss, and they were sitting with me, and they were very upset with me because I went over their head, and I'm like, no, I didn't go over your head. The director likes to talk to me every couple of months, and I told him the truth. I never say anything. I don't over exaggerate. I tell him the truth, and he wants you to fix it. They don't want that. They want to empower me so that I can fix it myself, which I don't have that option because they don't have the same resources today. But again, I digress. I think it's best to be a misfit toy. If you're a misfit toy, you don't have to worry about fitting in. You can just be yourself. Here's some things that, things to say to yourself, some affirmations to, especially a person like me, which I'm a high productivity. I like to get things done. I have anxiety. I have big anxiety all the time. I do it myself. Hell, drinking caffeine is not the best thing for me. So in myself, these are things that I do say to myself is that I'm totally calm. I'm totally relaxed. I'm always peaceful. Everything always works out perfectly for me. All my needs are met before I'm aware I have the need. All my wants have a clear, defined path to achieve them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because that's the most important thing is that your wants, you want to have a clear path. So some affirmations, you don't want to try to have an affirmation like, I want $1 million. You want to have an affirmation where something that you believe in. So I want to have the resources that I can easily achieve, financial independence. Rather than saying I want to get financial independence, say I want to find the resources. I want to find the mindset. Basically say I want to work with the universe so I can achieve it myself with their help, rather than saying giving it to me. Because honestly, by giving money, by giving products, by giving things for free, we just don't appreciate them. No one appreciates them. It's just how people are. But if you have to work even a little bit, you appreciate it more. So in your affirmations, you should think about things about, I want to find the way. I want to, find a defined path. I want to find the resources. I want to find the mindset in myself to achieve these goals. Another one is, I'm in complete alignment with my highest self. I'm in complete alignment with my highest purpose. I am in complete alignment with my highest potential. So when you say I'm in alignment, it basically means that I am aware of it. I become aware of it. So you may not be aware of it right now, but once you get in alignment with it, you become aware of it. At least that's my opinion of this. I live a life of prosperity. I live a life of financial abundance. I live a life of grace and favor. So live a life of abundance. You want to say what kind of abundance, because abundance just means more of something. Courtney taught me that one. I had a lot of affirmations about abundance without saying what kind of abundance. So you want to stop yourself and say, well, I want abundance, but what kind of abundance? Food abundance? Well, that leads to obesity, but financial abundance, so that you know what to use. And I just say, I want to live a life of financial abundance so that I can help others. These are great things. That's the universe wants to be part of you helping others. Magic mirror prayers. I don't know what magic mirror prayer is, but I have to look into that. That sounds interesting. Here's one. I have a perfect connection with Source. I am a conduit of pure Source energy. I am Source energy incarnate. One of my affirmations was, I imagine Source energy, pure Source energy, unadulterated, pure, positive Source energy comes into my body, fills my heart, forms a bubble all around my body. So I'm a bubble of pure, positive Source energy, clearing me out, making me positive, and coming through me down to the center of the earth, filling Mother Earth and empowering Mother Earth so that she may raise up and empower her advocates. A lot of people say that they work for Mother Earth when they really don't. They work for big business. And the people who really do work for Mother Earth, they're poor. their ideas can be squashed. But the ones who say they work for Mother Earth, but they're actually looking for ways of making more money, well, they seem to be the ones in power. But things might be changing soon. I'm not going to say anything much because I don't want to upset the YouTube gods. But things might be changing and things might become better if just more open conversations that the real truth comes out rather than this shady, new world agenda. Okay, yeah, I have the ideal connection with the grounding energy of Mother Earth. I am a conduit of the grounding energy of Mother Earth. I am the energy of Mother Earth incarnate. So I imagine the grounding energy of Mother Earth comes up into my heart center, filling my heart center, filling a bubble of pure grounding energy around my body, then up to source energy so that Mother Earth can talk to source energy. So source energy, Mother Earth talk directly through me so that we may be empowered. The people who have the best interest of everyone get empowered by grounding energy, Mother Earth, and Source so that we can fix this world. Because this world is so close to being perfect. And that's why things look so bad and so negative, because they don't want us to be positive. Okay, have a good day. Have a good night, Danny Staten. Can't wait to see some of your videos in the future. I'll watch more. And these are things that just finding things to be positive and finding ways that you can be an advocate for the good and not let the news. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV at all. We have two TVs that never go on, turn on. I mean, the only time the TVs have been turned on was to see parades like the Macy's Day Parade and the ball drop. But just recently, the last few months, we got rid of our cable completely and just use the internet. It's a lot cheaper, that's for sure. Even though I'm going to have to pay a little bit more for better internet because you know what they do. As the technology gets better, for some reason the internet slows down. It's the same internet, same amount I'm paying, but if you want better internet, you've got to pay a little bit more, just $20 more. But that $20 becomes like $40 somehow because of taxes and other things. I'm not sure how that works. Because they said, you $20 more at the top. And in the end, they broke it down. They show at the end. I'm like, that's $40 more than I pay right now. So, yeah, cable is useless. Back before, oh goodness, almost 20 years ago, I had a satellite dish from Canada because I wanted to learn French. And I used to spend a lot of time before I got married. Before I met my wife, I used to spend a lot of time in Canada. Had friends up there, and it was so much fun. And I used to sit in Quebec, which they speak French, and I love speaking bad French. It's not speaking bad French that I love. It's basically trying to speak French and them accepting me and helping me. And and I did have a couple of times when they just stopped me and said, just talk in English. And I'm trying. There were a couple of funny stories that a lot of them can't be public, but they're funny stories about me making, because idioms, sayings. Unfortunately, what normally words you put together become a saying that means a whole different thing to some people. And I ran into that a few times. One was, I can tell, was back about 20 years ago. I used to smoke. And was probably about 30 years ago now. And I'm in a bar, and you could smoke at a certain point. And at that point, I could smoke. The bar would allow you to smoke near the windows, whatever it was. And I'm there, and I have my cigarettes, but I don't have a lighter. And I said, you ever did Illuminate, which I would like a light, but unfortunately, Illuminate to somebody means either you turn me on or you turn me on. It's a pickup line. Illuminate is a pickup line, which I said to the bartender, who knew that I wasn't asking to pick up. He just tells me, ask for matches, just ask for matches. Don't say that. And he was a friend of mine. He never explained it to me. And then a friend of mine was reading through it, basically on the way home, was reading through his book about French idioms. And he came to Illuminate, and he goes, you tried to pick out the bartender. I'm like, what do you mean I tried to pick out the bartender? And he explained to me that Illuminate means turn me on. It was funny. It's a very funny story that they like to tell a lot. That bartender was a riot. That's the fun thing about being an American in a foreign country and being so well taken in. There was one point where there was one bar where we went so often that our pictures were on the wall with the regulars. And another friend of ours who was kind of obnoxious came into that same bar because this is an Irish bar. My friend is very, very Irish. Like his grandparents came from Ireland, and he's kind of a proud Irish, but kind of obnoxious about it. So he walks into an Irish bar, figuring, oh, this is my kind of people, and sees me and a couple of friends, our pictures on the wall, and we were kind of on the outs with him because of he wanted to drink and drive. He was drinking a lot and wanted to drive home, and we refused to give him his keys. It was a long story, and it took years for him to forgive us for not allowing him to drive home. And the trouble I get for just trying to be nice, trying to be the good person. Boy, I'm having a lot of stories. I thought I was basically going to do a few affirmations and run out of things to say. Oh, Lady Spitfire, welcome to the show. Thank you, Lady Spitfire. I hadn't seen you, so thank you for coming. I literally have like 40 pages of affirmations, and I want to do the French one. Oh, Arwayne Steiger on April 5th on 2022. No weapon formed against me can prosper. Everything, word, deed, or action that has meant for my harm will be turned into my benefit, my prosperity. I will prosper from it. So no weapon formed against me can prosper. Everything works to my benefit. Every word was meant to harm me will be converted into my betterment. Every deed that was meant to harm me will be converted into my betterment. Every action meant to harm me will be converted into my betterment. What was meant for my detriment will become my favor, and I will always prosper from it. That's why I turn some affirmations from Wayne. I turn them into my own thing, and Wayne has some great things. And I actually write down some of the things that Wayne says, and I keep them on pages. Oh, here's a good one. I intend to wake up in my best possible timeline. Before you go to bed, you say this. I intend to wake up in my best possible timeline. Thank you. I intend to wake up on my best possible timeline. Thank you. I intend to wake up on my best possible timeline. Thank you. And then when you first wake up, the first thing in the morning before you grab your black mirror, I am now awake in my best possible timeline. And if you say these things 3 times, it kind of empowers it. I don't know why three is an important number, but 3 has always been in multiple religions. Christianity, Muslim. I don't know about Judaism, but I do know Buddhism has a thing about 3 too. In Chinese, it's number 8. But affirmations. It's always good to have affirmations, and if you have affirmations, if you want to improve your life, you find an affirmation you can say each day, and even if you're self-deprecating a lot, try to reduce your self-deprecation. Try to treat yourself better. Try to be good to yourself. The world tries to pull us down. The world tries to give us negativity. Another thing is, the road to all evils is money. Money is the root to all evils, but it's the love of money the root to all evil. You can love money with the idea of, you can appreciate money. You don't love money. You don't covet money, but you appreciate money for what it does so that you can help others. So you use money as a fertilizer. Fertilizer is dung. It's garbage. It's terrible. It stinks. It's smelly. That's what money is. But fertilizer is also a benefit. So you use that to benefit and help others. The problem with the rich is they store all their money. And there's no benefit to anyone when you store it. They don't use it to help anybody. So us poor people, money comes in, money goes out so we can help others. So the rich say that they're generous, but honestly, in the whole scheme of things, they're not generous. They put money out there that they can use to claim on their tax so they can pay less money. It's all just a game. But as good poor people, the middle class, we're trying to help everybody. Okay, money. Let's do this. I love money. I attract money. I respect money. Wealth is my birthright. Wealth is my natural state of being. I see myself as wealthy. That is who I am. I am wealthy. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me effortlessly. I use the money in my life to help others and bring others up to a higher level. I help ascend all. We all work together. I am prosperous. I am healthy. I am happy. I live in financial abundance. I appreciate my financial abundance, and I help others when I can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's not so much the love of money that's the negative. It's when you covet and hold and hoard money. That's the problem. You know, they tell you that money is evil, but money is not evil. It's hoarding of money is evil. Same with food. You know, food is nutritious, but hoarding of food and taking it from others, that's evil. Hoarding of toilet paper, well, that's evil. I'm accidentally hoarding toilet paper because I heard, oh, toilet paper is going to be tough, and I saw that, oh no, we need some toilet paper, so I ordered it from Amazon, because okay, they have to send it to me, and unfortunately, I put it in subscribe and save, so I saved like so much, $5, 5%. I did it 3 times over the course of, I think it's every other month, toilet paper comes, and my wife is like, why do you keep ordering toilet paper? Because I keep forgetting to turn it off. So last couple of days ago, a box came, which I forgot. Why did a box? I didn't order anything from Amazon. And my wife opens it because she's always exciting about what kind of toys that I buy. She doesn't want me to buy the stuff, but she wants to see what they are. So she opens it. It's full of toilet paper. She was so mad at me. She says, "Where are we gonna put all this toilet paper?" Well, we're gonna use it at some point. But the comedy of my life. Okay, 10 minutes left. After the show, please go to Andromeda 7. I want to. Where is my? Oh yes. So there was a thing by a Frenchman, and I seem to have forgotten his name. But every day and every way, happiness, fortune, and only good things come my way. Every day and every way, happiness, fortune, only good things are coming my way. You say that like 21 times. I don't know why he had to say it 21 times. What was his name? Doesn't matter. But he's a very interesting guy. I have everything written down, but because I have so much information that it's all mixed up. That's the thing. I write things on my computer and then I just print it out, and then later I just put it into the okay. MLA Coolier's method for conscious auto-suggestion. 20 times say the following: every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every way and every day I'm getting better and better. Tous les jours à tout point de vue je vais de mieux et mieux. So in French. Black Raven Meditation, thank you for coming. I'm only going to do 5 more minutes because I don't want to step on Andromeda 7 because I kind of want to be there to see it because I want to be in the chat and be part of the fun of being part of Andromeda 7's chat. Why do you keep doing that? There we go. But thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm going to put a link before I finish this out. But yeah, Emily Coolier's method for conscious auto-suggestion. This is something I need to remember. No, you're not late. You're fine. Oh, hello, Max. Welcome to the show. You're never late. It's always welcome. It's always about saying things and being part of we're all part of the solution. We all work together. That's these things. I should just get on and just don't worry. Because I always, before I go on these live, I always have like a plan. I have a whole bunch of things I want to do. But so often, I have too much that I plan to do. I should just go on with the idea that I have nothing planned and just go on for a short time. Go live for live's sake. That should be my goal in the future. Here's one. I think this is what I'm going to finish up with. I am whole. I am complete. I am always ready. Nothing is missing. Nothing is broken from my life. Full restoration is brought into my life and everyone around me. Restoration of force, restoration of vitality, restoration of effect, restoration of vitality, restore, replace, regenerate. I think Wayne said something to this effect, because he does say nothing broken, nothing missing, nothing broken, and I do like that, and I kind of modified it. And one other, R. Wayne Steiger from August 9th, 2021, your beliefs are of no threat to my point of view. And that's something we have to remember every day, that when someone comes to us with a total opposing opinion in us, it's okay. They can have a different opinion. It's okay. And we don't have to try to convert them. And if they try to convert us, we don't have to prevent it. We don't have to stop them. We can just listen to them, let them talk, and thank them for their opinion, and still not pick up their negativity. Just listen with compassion and leave it, like Bones, you know. What is it? Back in the day, Doherty. What was his first name? Gene, doesn't matter. Doherty. He's the. I have forgotten so much. The Christian exposure guy. Oh, Doherty. Whatever. Doherty used to say, whatever you don't like, keep the fat, get rid of the bones. So whenever you get something, you can still listen to somebody, and they might say an hour of pure garbage, but there might be two things that they say that might be interesting. You can take the two things that they say they're interesting, keep it, and forget the 98% of the stuff that they said, and just let it go. That's what life is about, I think, is learning to enjoy people's company, even if they have an opposing point of view. And actually, hanging out with people with opposing point of view, accepting them for who they are. Jeff Doherty, yes, thank you, Secret Truth, thank you, Shelley, thank you. Yes, you don't have to agree with everyone. Everyone doesn't have to agree with you. You can be at peace and enjoy people's company, and just go off in life and be at peace. I mean, I think it's the most important thing is we have, is that stay at peace and listen to people with compassion. Always be at compassion with others. It doesn't matter what they have to say. It doesn't matter their opinion. It's all good. We're all a bunch of good people waiting for our chance. And, even if someone has a total different point of view, that is okay. That is part of living life. And we can still stay with somebody, still talk to somebody, let them have their opinions, because their spiritual path is different than ours, and it's okay. I mean, just because someone has a different point of view, it's fine. And we can go out and we can accept it, and we can appreciate them, and we don't have to change our point of view. We don't have to change our opinions. We don't have to change who we are. We can just still listen to them and be at peace with them, and accept them for what they say, and it doesn't hurt anybody. That's just my belief system. And 3 more minutes. I'm trying to find a link to everything. So please, when you can, make sure you subscribe to Stars of the Morning Light. She just needs a couple more people so that she can go live more. She's, Courtney, Stars of the Morning Light. We're going to be live next week. I don't know our subject. I think Courtney is going to be on this channel, but I think it's, unless Courtney can go live, it'll be great. Otherwise, it'll be on this channel, and we're going to talk about whatever Courtney comes up with, because I think she's got ideas about inner voice and how to have your inner voice, and how to be. What is it like to have an inner voice? And what are people who don't have an inner voice? What do they do? I don't know why my computer's so slow. I wanted to put a link to Andromeda 7, but I seem to... Oh, I got 2. Why do I have it 2? I don't know what's going on with this. Okay. Okay, 2 more minutes. Try to find... Oh, there it is. There we go. So, go to Andromeda 7. Watch the show tonight. It should be fun about pets. And, you know, go in peace. Go in prosperity. Go in love. I give you joy. I give you happiness. If you watch this and you have to get to this part of the video, thank you for staying this long. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. Any questions, put them in the comments. If you want any of the affirmations, I can give them to you. They're easy. I have a whole book full of them. Be at peace, everybody. I love you all. Have a great week. Have a great life. Good night.